জয়েন করছেন? কথা শুনি আমি মিট করে যাচ্ছি। শরীফ ভাই, আপনার একটা লিঙ্ক দিয়েছি ভাই, প্লিজ জয়েন করেন। ওরা একটা প্রাইমারি প্রি মিটিং করে তারপরে হচ্ছে ট্রেনিংয়ে যাবে। ট্রেনিং পরে আগে হচ্ছে একটা প্রি মিটিং, ওদের ওভারঅল একটা ধারণা দেবে। আমি লিঙ্ক দিচ্ছি। কেউ ভাই একটু জয়েন করেন ভাই, আপনার একটা লিঙ্ক দিচ্ছে, জয়েন করেন প্লিজ। জয়েন করেন, ভালোই হবে। সাইমন ভাই জয়েন করতেছে হচ্ছে আমাদের টিপু ভাই অ্যাকাউন্টস থেকে, আর হচ্ছে শরীফ ভাই মার্কেটিং থেকে, আমাদের টিমেরও থাকতেছে অরূপ ভাই জয়েন করবে, আমাদের টিমের থেকেও সুবন দাস, চন্দন দাস। জয়েন করছে missing application কবে এটা তারিখ তো 17।
নিচের পর্দাগুলো একটু মোটা রাখলাম।
কই শরীফ ভাই কই?
আমাদের এটাতে কি বেশ শুনতে পারতেছিলাম। টিউবাই ভাই সবাই জয়েন করছে। এই টিউবাই তো দেখা যাইতেছে।
টিউবাই, thank you for joining here and you are looking good.
Yeah.
As
Hello everyone.
as always.
So I think everybody is here. We can start now. From the
There's
start,
no ladies,
their
right?
account head, their marketing head, and their broadcast head. All of them are here. So I'm requesting you to start the meeting.
Yeah. Just take yeah, let me just share the screen so that I just need to take the remote off your
Okay.
So can you guys see the screen?
ওইখানেও দেওয়া।
Hello?
Yes, we can see.
Yes.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, so this is the UI of
ওবিএসএ
GEN21
নিচে আপনি
application.
আসেন না?
Where
ওবিএসএ নিচে লাল বাতি জ্বলতেছে দেখ কালো
company code that
GEN21
which application you are going to work. right? Then what is the user code and the password assigned to that particular user with the authorizations of the rights, right? So once the user will enter the password, then it will come on this screen, right? So here is having the masters for all the modules. Like the first is your admin master, where the admin can create multiple users. So currently there is only one user. So during the training, we will create each and every user from each and every department, right? So currently the default system admin is there, DSA. Here you can have the username and then you can give the password to that particular user. What is the email ID, user type, then what is the non-active mail? If you want to set the non-active mail, you can set it.
সবাই
Then
মেইল করে
what is the mobile number of
Link
the
mail
user?
দিয়ে দেবো।
Then
Google
what
Drive
are the
আচ্ছা,
users
আমি-
শেয়ার দিয়ে দিতে
is,
আমি যেটা বন্ধ করলাম,
allowing to
আমাদের কি
use the,
রেকর্ড হচ্ছে?
application. And if you are having multiple reasons in Dhaka also, so that
আপনি তো অফ করে দেবেন।
আপনার অডিওটা অফ
you
করে
can have
Audio.
create multiple reasons and you can assign the users according to the reason. Similarly, as currently there is only one channel, so the channel-wise rights you can also perform to the users. So currently there is only one channel, so by default user is having the right for that particular channel. So you can also perform the grouping of the users, like whether the group the user belongs from the scheduling, whether the user belongs from the promotional team, scheduling team, sales team, or the billing team, right? So accordingly you can create the grouping of the users, and then you can assign the features to that particular group. So it means those features will get automatically assigned to all the users belongs to that particular group. Then these are the menu authorizations. So for whichever the menu you will authorize the users, like whether, let's say the first is your masters, right? So in the masters you have the EDP, general, sales, promo and traffic. So in the masters under EDP, whatever the rights are there, you can assign to that particular test.
বড় ডিভিশন দিতে পারতো
3-4 মিনিট, ঠিক আছে।
কথাটা শুনি না আপনি বলতেছেন
So just anything. Okay. Then second you have the feature authorization. Feature means under the menus whatever these things are, right? Under these given. So those features you can assign to the particular users based on the read access, write access and delete access. So whatever the access you will assign to that particular person, he can accordingly perform all the operations. Means whether if he is allowed for the read access, write access or delete access, and accordingly he can work on the system. Then you are having the text master. So whatever the text currently in the country is, so that text we will create here, or you can also create by your own, because what is the text group name, what kind of taxation it is, whether it's service tax, GST, VAT, or the other taxes, right? Then tax category, then from which date to which date this tax will be applicable. Then the formula of that particular tax, means what is the formula of the tax, so how the tax will be calculated, so that formula you can check through this calculator also. And once it is saved, similarly this will applicable for the PO, purchase order. In the general you have multiple masters, which is like spot type or the currency. You can have the ROs, means orders in multiple currencies, right? Then the language basically used in whenever you are creating the captions, the product captions, whether that 30-second is it in Bangla or in any other languages. Similarly, in the promotional content, you can also use the language option. Then spot type is there, which is kind of the category of the ads, like what is the category of ads you are playing, whether it's government ads, whether it's private ads, or if it is a private ad, then what is the category of those ads, means like whether they are the SN bands, whether they are time consuming. If it is time consuming, then what kind of time consuming it is, means the brake bumper or the means SN bands, logo, ticker, bugs, right? And the normal commercials, what kind of commercial it is. So those you can create multiple according to the requirement. Similarly, spot types can also be created for the promos. So promos might be the time consuming as well as non-time consuming. So time consuming means the promo which is coming on entire screen, right? And if the promo is coming in the L band or the ticker or crawler, so those we call the non-time consuming NTCs. You can also perform the grouping of the spot type. Let's say one group you have created for the one TV stations, another group you have created for another TV stations. So similarly, you can perform the grouping. Suppose in group 1 L band, SN band means one group is for the time consuming events, another group is for the non-time consuming events. So in the non-time consuming, you can cover L band, SN band, bugs, right? Logo bugs. You can create in the masters. So masters basically, these are the places where you are entering the one-time data, right? So once you will enter the data here, there is no need to enter data again and again in the system. The entire data will flow through the master zone. Now other masters are related to the sales. So let me just cover first the scheduling part. Hello? Any questions, Saiful bhai? Any?
No, brother, you continue.
Okay. So your first module is basically the slot pattern, right? Slot pattern is something which you use to create the SPC. Particular day, right? So for that purpose you create the FPC. So FPC might be for one day, for 1 week, for 1 month. It is up to you and the channel requirement. So based on that, you can create the FPC. So before creating the FPC, the program will be required, and the format of that particular program will be required, which is called the CP pattern. Right? Suppose currently there are multiple programs, so I will erase all those data. This is just for the training purpose, right? So let me just take one program there. Suppose Sufiana Safar, right? So this is just a music show. So how you will create that? You will go to the form, click on this button, then what is the name of this program? Then what is the category of this program? So category you can create multiple, because category master is also there in the program category, and by time, by slot, right? So then what is the pattern applied on that? So let's say I have applied 60-minute pattern, then what is the production format, whether it's a live and national, tape, relay, from server, right? So these production format, although it is not mandatory, right? Then you can add the scheduling details for that particular program, then for which channel this program is, from which date to which date this program will air. let's say from 1st of November to 29th of November. Right, then if you are having any rate card, right, program based rate card, so that rate card you can also attach that for this particular program I'm having the rate card from this particular month. So right, so whatever the rate card you want to apply, you can apply that
ব্রাউজারের একদম উপরে ডান পাশে
rate card also. And suppose if you want to
ওকে ডান
block any agency or restrict any agency, client, or the product category of the product, suppose smoking ads or any kind of adultery ads, so those if you want to block in a particular program, so that also you can block. In this particular program, this category of ads will not be played, so those you can restrict through the blocking option.
বেশি ডিজিটাল হয়ে যাচ্ছে
Right, so once your program is created, then the pattern master is there where you can define the program pattern, means what will be the pattern for this particular program. Let's say
রিপন ভাই
if it is a 60-minute program, then
তখন না করে নিয়েছি সিরিয়াসলি
আমরা জানি কোনটা
what will be the pattern for
Java
that?
ticket-
Suppose
ticket
first
means,
say in 60 minutes, first 5 minutes will be the news segment, then
তাসফিয়া তামান্না
I have 2 minutes of break, right? Then again I have some news segment, then again I have break, right? So similarly you can create the pattern. That pattern you can attach to the program. So you can create multiple patterns, or if you don't want to create, then you can copy the pattern from the existing one also. And the pattern can be, although it is not required in case of single channel, those can be copied from one channel to another channel also.
আসতে পারেনি
আমাদের বাংলাদেশের গর্ব এসআই টুটুল আমাদের গর্ব এনআই টিপু
Right, so once your program is done, then you can create the slot pattern where you are creating the FPC for the days. Suppose my FPC name is December 1st week FPC. Okay. Now I have saved the name, then I will create now. So let's say my program is
ভাই এই বিআরএফ এর সাথে তো পারতেছি না
Sufyan
গতকালকে বলছে তো সকালে কিছু মাল আসছে বিকেলে বাকি মাল আসছে বিকেলে তার বাকি মাল আসছে না
Then
কিছু
I'll
মাল
save this and it will come here. Similarly, you can add multiple programs. So whatever the program entry will perform in the system, so that you can enter the start time. Then you can create the banner. Means whatever the banner you will create in the banner master. So accordingly, you will select the banner. Rest of the details will get auto filled. Here you can define this particular program will air on first week, second week, third week, like this.
মানে আমরা তাকে যত
Whichever
যাই
the
বলি না
week
কেন
you want to play that program, and then in that particular week, this program is applicable for Monday, Tuesday,
এত করে
Wednesday,
বোঝাই
Thursday.
বলছি
So
এত করে করতেছি
whichever the
কাজ
day you
যারা
want
করতে
to
তারা
air
করতে
that
বয়স একটা
program,
বলা হলো
right?
অথচ
Days you can also set.
আমি তারপর আসতেছি এটা
So
শেষ
once your FPC is done, you will click on calculate, and then you will come here, and then you will confirm the FPC. So once your FPC is ready, it is available for the sales people as well as the promo team. So the promo team can accordingly collect the material in the promo material master, so they can create multiple promos here. Right, so promo might be program specific or the general promo. So let's see. If you are having the general promo, so you can create the general promo, and then under general promo you can create multiple versions of that.
আচ্ছা ওকে
So let me just
শুনে না কেন, কথা বলে না?
Right, so here you can create the promos. So what is the promo type? Whether it's kind of filler promo, whether it's kind of Aston band, L band, or the normal promo, or any film promo, or the title one, right? So whatever the kind of promo it is, you can use that. Let's say if I'm selecting the as a filler, I'm creating a promo, then what is the okay, what is the name of the that particular promo version? Right, then what is the if you want to select the language also, you can choose the language and the duration of the booking. Let's say it's a 10-second promo.
ফেভার পেনা
So no need to enter this.
00 ফ্রেম যেহেতু নিচ্ছে 01 ফ্রেম নিবে।
আছে সেকেন্ডটা পড়েছে
ম্যামস আছে আইডি, আচ্ছা এটা ম্যাম ওই যে আইডিটা থাকবে জেনারেট হবে ওইটা এনে বসাই দিলেই ম্যানুয়ালি বসানো তো ডিফিকাল্ট।
So promo team is there in this session.
প্রোমোটিভ
Hello.
দাদা
Anyone from promo team? Means whoever is handling the promotional part.
রিপন ভাই
Yeah. So we are here, Nikhil. So carry on, please.
Okay. So all the MAM asset ID will not be required in your case because it is not integrated with the MAM system. Otherwise, through the asset ID only, you can fetch the MAM clip or the promo clip also, and you can preview the clip here. Okay, so once your promo is created, then you can have the scheduling details of those promos, means for which channel, which duration that promo is applicable. Or if you don't want to do that, means you have the okay. You can select the longer duration here, so it means this promo will be applicable for years, means whatever the month you will select. Right, so. And if there is any scheduled exception, means like if you don't want to run this promo on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so that means any particular dates if this promo is not allowed, or any particular time this promo is not allowed, so restrictions, the exceptions you can check. The day exceptions is also there, so on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whichever the days this promo is not applicable, those exceptions you can also add here. Right, so in the promo material, this is the thing. Then you can create the multiple type of promos. So these are the masters. So multiple category of the promos. So according to your station, you can have multiple category. You can create your own categories also. Then the sales master. In the sales master, you are having like agencies, client grouping of the agencies, client grouping, categories, the product master, the product categories, right? So all that you can have here. suppose first is your agency master where you can create the agency, right? So suppose what is the name of the agency that you can create here. If any kind of category is there in Bangladesh also, so you can have the categories of the agencies also. Then what is the bill to information, means what is the name you want to print on the invoice, so that name you can put here in the bill to. It is not mandatory. If you want to put any other name, so then in that case you can use the bill to option. Then who is the contact person in the agency, what is the name of what is the address of the agency, city, phone, taxation address, additional office information. Then the terms of payment, credit limits, right? So these all things you can define. Then the details of the agency, like any kind of restriction on the agencies, client from that particular agencies, what are the clients, who is the executive you have assigned for that particular agency, so that mapping you can perform in the system. Similarly, you are having the client master, so where you can enter the information about the client. Right, so whatever the client is there, product is there, so let me just show you the client information. What is the nature of the client, whether it's SEZ, government, embassy, foreign, domestic, what is the type of that client category, termination date, right? Then which country, what is the city, taxation, right? Whether this client billing will be RO type or the product wise. So all those parameters you can define here, and what are the agencies belongs to that particular client, because one client can have multiple agencies, one agency can have the multiple clients, right? So that mapping you will perform in the masters. Then what are the products under that particular client, so you can attach the products of under that particular client also. Then the suspension is there, means restriction of the clients. Account executive details, payment mode of that particular client, whether it's a PDC, whether it's before broadcasting or after broadcasting, advance, right? So whatever the client payment mode is there, so that you can set. Then if you are having any agreement with the client, so that attachment you can save with that particular client.
কিছু নাই আজকে
আগে শুনবে তারপর করতে হবে।
Right, so how you will add the products? So here you have the brand master or the product master. What is the name of the product? What is the alternative name of the product? From which sector, industry that particular product belongs? What is the category of the product? And what is the subcategory of the product? Once your product is created, then you can create multiple versions of the product also. So let's say Head and Shoulder was my product. So here I can create the multiple versions of Head and Shoulder. So it might be Head and Shoulders, this might be a Head and Shoulders 10 seconds, Head and Shoulders 20 seconds, Head and Shoulder L-band, Head and Shoulder ticker, crawler, or the bug, right? So whatever the type of Head and Shoulder you are playing on the TV, that you can create in the product master. Right. And what is the duration of that, in case if it is a time consuming, means it is coming on the entire screen. So in this way you can create multiple versions, and you can also send it the mail to the concerned person or directly to the agencies to verify or to take the approvals. Right, so the send mail option is there. Or if you want any kind of internal approval, so those you can use for the chat box also. Right. Similarly, you can create multiple categories of the product, means you can create your own categories, and under those categories you can define the subcategories. Right. So subcategories and subcategories forms are there. Then the rate card information. So rate card might be the ROS, means run on schedule kind of rate cards, where you can define the time bands from 0 to 24, 7 to 24, whatever the time band you want to define. So that you can define similarly, you can create multiple rate cards according to the program, according to the time.
লাস্ট বলতে বললে হয়
Then you also have the agency master kind of agency rate kind of thing. So where then you can map, okay, this was my rate card and this is the negotiated rate, means the agency rate which I'm applying. Right, so that option is also there. Then account executive information means I'm talking about the sales executive actually, right? So whoever is the sales executive, so that information you can also maintain here. What is the name of the executive? Then what is the employee ID? What is the email? What is the non-active date? Login ID if you are having the ADO authentication, Active Directory authentication, so that ID you can enter here. What is the validity? Means validity of the target, right? So here you can define the target to that executive. For this particular channel, this is the sales target. This is the period for the target, right? So channel wise, you can also perform the target. Then if you want to drill down the targets like to a particular agency, to a particular client, or to a particular product, right? So in that level, you can define the targets. And then you can also generate the report. So what are the targets you have assigned, and what is the achievement of that particular sales executive. Right. Similarly, you have the group managers also. So under the group managers, you will assign the executives. So under one region head, there are multiple group managers. So under multiple region heads, there will be a sales head, right? So the same hierarchy you can follow to maintain the entire sales cycle. Right. So these are the rate cards only. So okay, so most of the masters I have covered, right, related to the scheduling and sales. So I've shown the this one as pattern. So once your pattern is ready, then if you want to perform any changes, right, so that then you can go to the slot maintenance chart. In the slot maintenance chart, you can okay, so currently there is no FPC right now, right? So first of all, we need to create multiple programs, then only the FPC will come. So FPC can be shown chart wise or the grid wise. So whatever the operations you want to perform, means once your FPC is done and it is approved, after that if you want to perform any changes like change the program, change the time of the program or anything like, so that you can perform through the slot maintenance chart. So once your FPC is done, so promo team will perform the promo material ingestion, then so that the traffic person can get the access of all the promos, so that he can use the promos as a filler or as a wherever you want to place the promos. And the sales team will make their orders. So this is the sales order screen where the sales team can check or they can search the existing ROs through the number wise, entry wise, channel wise, or the user wise, means whoever is doing the entry, then agency wise, client wise, product wise, right? So that all grid they can search, or if they want to create the new RO. So through the color they can also identify that if the color is this, it means it is a cancelled one. If this, it means it is a closed one. Then no matrix line means currently you haven't started any booking of the RO. All booked means that RO is entirely booked. If it is yellow, it means currently still there is a space to book in that particular RO. So this is the RO number. So where you are having the RO like what is the channel name, then what is the transmission area, then booking period of the RO. Okay, then what is the RO type, whether it's a regular one, whether it's a barter one, so or whether it's a free or kind of barter, right? So what kind of RO it is, then what is the RO date, then receive date, whether it is a direct client or through the agency. So what is the agency name, from which state that agency belongs, then what is the client name, whether it is a client state, whether what kind of RO it is, means what is the product of that particular client. One client might have multiple products, like similar to the Unilever, right? So they have multiple products. So what product you have received that RO, then who is the account executive who is taking that RO from the agency, then what is the total duration in that particular RO, if there is any free duration, then what is the total non-TBC events, means NTCs, then the total gross amount of the RO, if you are applying any discount, so what is the discount you are giving to the agency, or if there is a multi-level discount, so you can maintain the discount too also, right? Then if there is any agency commission, so that agency commission you can enter. Then here you will, after entering all the discount, agency commission, bonuses, right? So entire calculation, you will get the total net. If there is any other charges also, so that you can also maintain in the other charges. Then what kind of tax you want to apply? So in the under the tax, you can select the taxation also, which tax you want to apply. Right. So once let me just open the previous. Yeah, here it is. Then there will be approvals, like from the credit team, from the traffic team, from the audit team. If it is required, then we can provide you the approval, or if there are any single approval, so that you can let us know, or if all the approval required, you can let us know. So accordingly we can arrange the approvals. Otherwise if you don't want any approvals, so we can bypass all the approvals. Once your RO is created, then you will perform the booking of that RO. Right, so how you will perform the booking? So this is called the spot booking metrics. So you can perform the booking whether the program wise or the time band wise. So if you want to perform the booking time band wise, you can enter the time band. Suppose I am booking for 0 to 24, so I will enter the time band. Then what is the spot type, whether I am booking the commercials or the non-TBC events. Then what is the flag rate, whether it's a free one, whether it's a kind of a paid with program or a paid no program, right? Then what is the standard rate? Standard rate means your rate card. Then what is the spot rate? Means the 10-second rate of the spot. If you are having any internal rate of concept, so you can also enter the internal rate. Then what is the agency rate? Means the negotiated rate with the agencies. So that rate you can enter, in which rate you are doing that. Right? So then you can select, means what kind of which suppose my product is Head and Shoulder, right? So what so whatever the versions you have created in the master for the Head and Shoulder, let's say there might be multiple versions like 10 second, 30 second, 20 second, 30 second and 50 second. So similarly you can perform the booking here, whether you are performing for 10 seconds of commercials or 20 seconds of commercials or 30 seconds of commercials. And then you can enter here the number of spots. Means on first day what is how many spot you want to air, on second day how many spot you want to air, on third day how many spot you want to air. If you don't want to enter one by one, then you can enter in the bulk also. So if you select once, so system will automatically enter one spot an entire month, right? Then you can perform the booking of the commercials. So once your booking is done, then you can go to the traffic. In the traffic, let me just check. commercials are, currently they will come under the wait list because let me just
GEN21 প্রোগ্রাম চ্যানেল লাগে অনেক ভালো।
Yes, ভাই।
চ্যানেল লাইনে নিয়ে আসছিল কিন্তু
দীপ্ত মনে হয় use করে না।
না, দীপ্ত তো ওদের ইয়ার
AI use করে না। দূরত্ব।
আমি জানি না, কিন্তু প্রোগ্রাম চ্যানেলের জন্য এটা
খুবই ভালো কাজ করে।
নিউজ চ্যানেলের জন্য একটু ঝামেলা। নিউজ চ্যানেলের টাইম টেবিলের কোনো ঠিক ঠিকানা নেই।
না, time table এর ঠিক নাই, ঠিক আছে। ওরা তো পরে করতেছে। আগে তো আপনি টাইম জানেন যে কালকে সারাদিন এটা করবো। এরপরে যে যা যা ড্রপ হওয়ার সেটা ড্রপ হবে। কেন ড্রপ হবে? এই জিনিস চলে না।
Okay, so currently your FPC is not there, so spots are not visible here. So once you will create the FPC, then you can check all your spot in the waitlist bucket. So whatever the spot you want to book means currently your spots are already booked. Whatever in whichever the way you have booked, whether it's a program wise, time band wise, right? So similarly they will listed here, and you can also check before the booking by expanding that particular bucket. So what is the banner name, spot rate, so everything that you can check. And once everything is okay, then you will click on the sync button. So once you will click on the sync, so entire ad inventory will get placed into the traffic, and the traffic person can now, if you want to just under over, or there is any no, if there is any duration is there in the log, so that he can use the promos, or he can use unused inventory, or any spots which need to be placed, or high value spots which need to be placed. So accordingly he can place all those commercials, and then he can finalize the log to the playlist export. Currently there is no path set for the playlist, so we will set the path according to the whatever the folder you want where the MCR can access the playlist. So on that path we will export the playlist. So MCR will take the playlist from that particular location, and then we will get the ASRAN log from the MCR, and you will import the entire ASRAN, and then billing person will perform the reconciliation of the log. It means the matching of both the logs, whatever the commercials you have shared and whatever the commercials played by the MCR team. So accordingly you can perform. Then billing person can perform the means whatever the verified spot. Verified means whatever you have planned and whatever they have aired. So once it is done, so then you can perform the invoicing. So invoicing can be done billing period wise. So in the billing you have the option called billing period. Here you can create the multiple billing period, like for 15 days, for 20 days, for 30 days. So based on the requirement you can create the billing period, whatever being used in your organization. So whichever the billing period you will create there, so accordingly that billing period will appear here. So once you will click on the retrieve memo, so under that billing period, whatever the invoice means the ROs are there, those will get listed here, and then you can generate the invoices of the ROs. And if you want to cancel any invoice, so you can also cancel the invoice. So billing type might be paid, might be zero value invoice. So billing might be RO wise, billing might be product wise. So basically normally it means in Bangladesh we normally everyone follows the RO wise billing, right? So you can perform the RO wise billing. Once your billing is generated, then For the adjustment, you can use the debit note and credit note, so those can be generated. Or if you are having any spots, those need to be. If you want to have the manual billing, so then you have the non-airtime option. So here you can also perform the manual billing from the system. So that manual billing option is also there. Then the reports like agency, client, sales, so these all reports are there. So whichever the reports you want to generate, so that from the billing, from the traffic, from the sales, because currently there is no data in the system, so the reports, all the reports will be blanked. So in these reports, if you want any modification, any column addition, deletion, right, or if you are having any your own reports, so that you can just let us know. We will develop those reports and will provide you those reports. Okay, so any questions, Saiful bhai? Any other? Because this was the entire workflow of Gen21. So first, it starts with your scheduling team, and then scheduling team will create the programs, and then they will create the FPC for a month, for a week. So that is the flow actually. Starting point is your scheduling part. Then promo team will come. They can do the parallel also. So promo team can ingest the materials in the promo team, the promo material part. Not ingest basically. They need to just put the information. Then once the FPC is ready, then the sales people can start the booking. Yeah, but parallelly sales can also book the ROs, and they can entire RO booking can be done parallelly without FPC. But RO booking can be performed once the FPC is ready. So any questions, Saiful bhai?
I have no question from my side. I'm just requesting Shorik bhai, the head of marketing, if he has any question, or Ripon bhai, he is from the production side, so and also from the account side, if Dil bhai has any question.
I have no question. I think all the questions have our marketing leader Surik bhai.
So Shorik bhai, do you have any question?
That the first time I have no questions now. I'm just observing. Good. Thank you.
Okay, I think Nikhil bhai, this is the first time, and they just saw the applications and what they can do in the software. So they need to understand some things and the technicalities, what is the privilege in the market. So then they will raise the question that we need this, or that this can be happened or not.
Right.
Okay.
So I think already shared with whatever the prerequisites for the training, right? So whenever it starts, before that, please arrange all those things. So that is required actually, right? So once it is ready, you can just let us know. So immediately we can start the department-wise training. First scheduling, then sales, then promo, then traffic, like this.
What is the technical?
Okay.
Okay, so you can categorize your people, all means that persons also, whoever is the member from scheduling. This is the scheduling team, sales team, promo team, and the traffic team, and the billing team. So accordingly, they will arrange the sessions for that particular training session, right? And then so that we can create the users in the system, and we can assign them the appropriate rights.
Okay, so we'll discuss internally and we'll update you soon.
Done.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much
Okay.
for discussing.
Okay, Nikhil, thank you so much.
Thank you everyone. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, brother, take care.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Saiful bhai.
Yes.